Hello everybody, my name is Angelina Hensley and today I will be discussing to you guys the importance and value of getting a good night's sleep as a college student. Some common habits amongst college students include going out to eat, hanging out with friends, sleeping, and of course watching Netflix. However, with the amount of homework and procrastination that goes on amongst college students, there has been multiple studies in which show that many college students do not get the good night's rest that they deserve. Now, I understand that a couple of you may be going through this and you may think that it's funny or whatever. However, when you do not get a good night's rest, it affects a whole bunch of things, such as your attitude, how you look, and just how you feel throughout functioning daily. Now, throughout the duration of this speech, I will be going over the process of sleeping, your attitude in which you get from lack of sleep and how you would feel if you were more rested, and your functionality if you get the proper amount of sleep. Dr. Cleet A. Kushadad, who is a professor at Stanford University, said the degree of daytime alertness is most sensitive and measured as to how much sleep is necessary for the individual. When you're looking at the process of sleeping, you are looking at how you process and maintain your physical and mental health. The benefits in which this includes is it helps us to learn and it allows our body to heal itself at night. It builds up all the white blood cells and it makes your immunity stronger as well. The body is divided amongst two different parts in which we allow ourselves to go through the process of sleep. This is called the sleep-wake cycle and the sleep drive. So the sleep drive is where your body constantly stresses about getting enough sleep, and which keeps you awake until you finally go to sleep. This allows your body to relax until you wake up and you start the whole process over again. During your sleep drive, you are awake longer and the pressure builds. It builds all the way up until the next morning when you can start the cycle over again and restart your day. The circadian clock is a 24-hour cycle that measures and contains you while you keep awake. It's where one part of the day you keep awake and the other part of the day you're able to fall asleep. It is affected by the environment, which is why for many of us it is hard to fall asleep with the light on or in extreme temperatures. Sleep affects your attitude in multiple ways. According to Shelley D. Hirschner from The Nature of Science and Sleep, 50% of college students have daytime sleepiness, 70% attain insufficient sleep, 60% report they're dragging or tired, and it affects their attitude by making them more tired, and it affects people's functionality. So when you're tired, you're not able to get a good night's rest, and this affects how you function the next day because you're more slow, you're less likely willing to do certain activities, and this makes it so that you don't function as well as you should, and this can affect things like your job, your schoolwork, how you interact with people throughout the day, so your relationships. It can affect a whole bunch of different things if you don't get a good night's rest. Your functionality is the main thing in which not getting a good night's rest affects. And this is the reason that there's reports that many college students have mental issues. Now, these mental health issues can include things such as depression, anxiety, stress, and it is all partially self-inflicted, because if you go back to the beginning of the information in which I described the two different parts of our sleep process, the sleep drive is the main thing that helps to keep college students awake. There's also been multiple studies in which shows that college students are unhappy with their day-to-day schedules, working their job, going to school, and following a routine that they want to gain their life back, so they stay awake. Throughout all this research I have done, I found a graph in which describes some college students' sleeping patterns, and if you look at it, the people with the less sleep got worse grades than the people with the most sleep. In conclusion, the more sleep you get helps your grades. Thank you for listening to my presentation on the effects of sleep deprivation.